Okay, so what we're about to do is a how-to video on how to clean a deer head for a shoulder mount. If you make a lot of out-of-state trips, this is something that you have to learn how to do because of the CWD laws. It's not that hard. Some Canadian geese. It's not that hard to do. Anybody can do it. You just have to take your time. This is a deer that Lane killed yesterday here in Missouri. He's gonna get it shoulder mounted, so I'm gonna show him one time how to do it. Then after this, he's gonna know how to do it. So will you. For whatever reason, we've already started on this deer, and the SD card messed up on the last edit, so we have to start over. Okay, so all I've done is you get your knife and start right here and go up to the antler burr right here. Okay, start right here, go up to this antler burr. It's called the Y incision. Start it here, go up. Start here and go up. Okay, and then we split it down the back of his neck. It creates a Y from his antler burrs and goes down. Okay, the only thing that you need is a sharp knife and something to pry with, something skinny. I use a flathead screwdriver to pry the hide away from around the antler burrs. So now that we have this Y incision, now let me start over. Push the hair away, stick your knife in right here, and go up to the antler burrs. Stick your knife in right here. Same here. Go up to the antler burrs, and then come down here. None of this is going to show. Okay. Now, I'm not a taxidermist, nor do I claim to be a taxidermist. This is something that I had to learn myself making these Midwest trips, because I cannot bring this deer over state lines like this. All I can bring is the cape and his rack with a skull plate and a clean skull plate. That's all I can bring. No bones, nothing. So if you plan on making some trips, just go ahead and learn how to do it. Practice on some other deer at the house, or you know, my first one, I wound up shoulder mounting, and the taxidermist said everything looked great. So the main areas you need to be careful of is in this area here, around the eyes and the lips. That will be very hard to fix, especially around the eyes. Make sure your knife is sharp. Okay, we have the Y incision. Let's get started. So we're going to start skinning around his antler burrs. Just take your time. There's no hurry. Okay. I'm all the way to the antler burrs, so I'm going to get my screwdriver or whatever you have. Come in here and start prying it away from the antler. Away from the skull too. Whatever you can do. You hear it separating from the bone? Looky there. I'm prying this away. You see that? Go slow in case you rip the hide and need to start over. I'm gonna try to do the same thing on this side. Can you see? Look at there. Screwdriver, flathead screwdriver works the best for me. Just pry it away, a little at a time. Just keep pressure on this piece right here. and pull and pry. So I got a piece that's holding me back right there, so I'm gonna cut it. I like to hold my knife like a pencil whenever I, actually a skinnier blade would be even better. If you don't have something to pry with, you can do this whole thing with just a knife. Got good light. I'm gonna work around the backside a little bit. Here's that wide incision. Here's his ears right here. Right there. There's a lot of cartilage right there. You can give it all to your taxidermist. He can clean all that out. Sometimes you can go with it and just pull it off. Most of the time not. A true taxidermist would probably be finished by now, but we're not in any hurry. We're not taxidermists. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and cut some more of this ear. Okay. Almost done with this side. You see how I'm working up to this antler burr here? It's better if you slant your knife this way towards the antler burr. It gives him more skin, okay? Almost done. Left a little hair, that's fine. That's no big deal. He can fix that. So this antler, this is off of that antler burr. On that one side. Okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing to this other side. I like to hold it like a pencil a lot because I'm in more control with my knife. Almost there. There it is. Alright, you see that? Left a little bit of hair. That's okay. He has enough here. He can cover all that up. It's no big deal. Okay, so if you're doing this and you hunt out of state, live out of state or whatever, and the law requires you not to bring this deer hide and skull across state lines, this or taking it to a taxidermist is your only option. You can get him to skin it, leave it there for him to mount it, and he can ship it to you or whatever. It's just easier to do this. That way you know where your cape is, you know where your deer's at, and it's in your possession. Alright, so I'm going to come back to the back of this Y incision. I need a little more room, so I'm going to cut it down just a little further. There's his neck, okay? There's his neck. I'm going to stand him on his nose. Actually need a little more room than that. So he's sitting on his nose right now. We're just going to start skinning him down right here. Give him as much as you can. See that? That's hide. It's going around his jaw right here. Don't get in no hurry, okay? There's hide. If you poke through the skin, it ain't the end of the world. They can fix a lot of things. I like to put my hand under so I can kind of know where I'm at. I'm at the back of his jaw right now. Here's his neck. That's the top of his eye right there. Be very careful here. The closer you get to his eye, the less hair you have for him to cover it up if you were to poke a hole in it. I'm not sure what all this is. Okay. cut this out of the way. All right, there's the bottom of his neck right here. Okay, you can kind of see where his hide meets with the meat right there. Angle it towards the meat if you can. Close to the back of his eye, so I'm going to hold my knife again like a pencil. I can make some fine cutting right here. Look, okay, so I'm right here. Like I said, you can peel it over and look at it. I'm at the back of his eye. Angle your knife towards the skull. Keep pressure on it. There's the back of his eye right there. I'm at the going back to the top of the skull plate and giving me some more room here. I'm getting down to this eye. This is very important. All right, you're going to come to, I'm sure there's a term for it, but the membrane between the eyes. Give him all of it. You got to be very careful around his eyelids. Okay, you see this membrane right here? Here's his eye right there. That's his actual eye. I'll show you. You see that? There's his eye. Look, this is where I am, right here. I'm going to give him all of that. So in other words, cut towards the eye. There's his eye socket. You see that? There's the corner of his eye right there. Okay. Peel it away a little at a time with your knife. Don't pull. Just keep tension on it. I need some more room, so I'm going to come down here and make some room. Okay, you can see his eye right there. There's that membrane I was telling you about. We're giving him all that. Here's the top of the skull plate. There's the bottom of his eye right here. See all that? Let's give it to him. I'm getting close to the tear ducts. There's his tear duct right here, okay? You can see it. We're right here. That's where we are. We're still going to give him all this. almost to where I need to get a fresh blade. There's the corner of his eye right there. Okay. That's not part of his eyelid right there, so don't let that freak you out. Let's change blades. I'm gonna change blades. It needs to be sharp right now. I can come back and use that blade somewhere else if I want to. I just need a very, very sharp knife right now. Alright, new blade. So here's the corner of his tear duct. We're going to be careful. You see that right there? Let's go ahead and finish cutting that. Now, you see how this tear duct goes in right there? We got to go around all that, or inside of all that, okay? Don't mess that up. Angle your knife towards the skull right now. It's very important. I'm sure there's another method that if you're a taxidermist and you're watching this, that you've probably seen some stuff that you don't like, but it's worked good for me. Just keep flipping it to see where you are. Alright, this kind of giving me a little grief here, so I'm going to try to do a little bit of this here. You see? We're almost through that tear duct right there. Alright, we're out of the tear duct. That eye is done. There's the corner of his jaw right here. Okay. Come over here. This is what it's gonna look like. Okay. Here's his eye. And his tear duct, eyelashes, all this meat is there. He'll have all this. He can tuck this into the mount. Okay, that eye is finished. That is probably the most important thing of doing this whole mount. Now all we're gonna do is flip it over and do it the same thing on this side. Guys, this ain't nothing. This ain't rocket science. Whenever I say ask somebody if they know how to skin a deer out for a shoulder mount, they look at me like I'm crazy. You can do it too. It's not that hard. Just take your time. After this, Lane's gonna know how to do it. So there's the ear. Don't be scared of it. What if I was to kill a deer today, a wall hanger, and I needed to leave tonight? There's no taxidermist open. Okay, so you need to learn how to do this. Same thing with this eye. There's the corner of that eye. Okay. So now all we got to do, we got to be careful around the lips, okay? If you want, you can flip it back over like so, put the cape back on, and outline this right here. Just give as much to him as you can. Same for the bottom. Don't cut the lips. So I'm gonna outline it right now. There's his gums. Here's his nose. Don't cut his nose. Be careful with his nose. So I'm outlining it. Okay. Give him as much as you can. So there's a lot of cartilage right here inside of his nose. We're going to give it to him. The cartilage starts right there. We're going to give him all that. Take your time. Look here. Take your time. See that cartilage? If you've ever done a skull mount, you know what cartilage I'm talking about. You can feel where you're at. Don't poke through the nose. It's a pretty tough spot. Now, in these nostrils, just give him as much as you can, okay? All that skin, see that? He can do all the skin flaps and all that good stuff. There's his nose, you see that? There's nothing to it. Now that's about as far as I'm going to go on this side of his head, okay? Get that tongue out of the way. Okay, so here's his bottom lips, okay? Top, bottom. We're gonna do the same here. Here's his bottom jawbone. Here's his bottom jawbone. We're just gonna outline it. Give him as much as you can. That's as far as I want to go on this side, okay? Just kind of pencil it through there. Look here, there's his bottom teeth. We're gonna outline it. Be careful, there's not much hair to cover this up. If you poke through, don't cry, it's alright. So this is, we've cut up to here. There's the other side of his lip. We're gonna keep going around, okay? Be careful. Take your time. Angle it, angle it. Remember, his bottom jaw is like a C, so you can't be doing this. You have to go with the grain of his jaw, or the shape of his jaw rather. Alright, that's about as far as I want to go on this side personally. Go a little further up here. Okay, I'm going to flip it back over. Pull him down to where we stopped with the eyes. Now I'm going to flip him over like so. Here's the bottom of his jaw pretty much right here. And we're just going to keep going. You can tell where's meat and where the skin is. There's meat, there's skin. I'm at the bottom of his jaw now. The underside of his jaw. And we're just going to ring him all the way down to where we perforated the jaw. We about got this puppy whooped. This is no race. Okay, here's his teeth. You understand? Keep it at an angle. Go on and put your hand inside of here. Don't cut yourself. There's his back tooth right there. Okay? Put your finger in there. Give him everything. There's his back tooth right there. There's the back of his jawbone. That's about as far as we went when we perforated it from the other side. We're about to meet up with it. See? Matter of fact, I could probably give him a little more, but working around, making room. There's between his eyes. Keep tension on it. I'm just pulling down and cutting at the same time. Almost there. There's one side.
You got it?
I got it. You can't film it over at the same time.
Alright. Which side do you want to be on? This side?
This side. There's the bottom of his jaw still. Bottom jaw. We're about to meet up where we were, where we last stopped on the other side. Give it to him. Always be mindful of where you are. All right, I'm getting close. There's his. I don't quite know where I am, so I'm going to stick my hand in there. I'll work my way around the top of his nose. You know, I could probably speed through this right now, but we hadn't poked through the hide at all. The shape of his rack ain't helping me one bit. So we're at the bottom of his jaw right now. Come in here. Alright, so this is the back of his bottom jaw right here, so we're going to go ahead and poke through. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
See that? top jaw. We got to be getting really close to where we see where I'm at. I'm gonna put it back on. Okay. I might can get it up, finished better. From this side, I'm gonna work on it a little from this direction. There's all that cartilage I was telling you about. We just gave it to him. Don't cut his lip. Fold it out the way. If this was my mount, I'd be done by now, but I'm being extra careful since it's lanes. Alright, so on the bottom jaw we've reached all the way around. You see that? That is completely through. You can see this right here holding us up right there. Okay. This right here is holding us up right there. Be careful.
It's ugly when it's like that.
You see that? Now I'm going to fold it back around and we're going to finish it off. You can see where the hide meets with the bone right there. We're almost done. There's the tip of his nose with all that cartilage. There's all that cartilage. Can you see? There's this cartilage. We're going to cut straight down. See his nose right here? You can turn it to the side and actually see it. There's his nose with all that cartilage that comes through here. We're gonna stay next to this bone right here. We're just gonna give all that to him. Almost done. The race is almost finished. all that cartilage, we're going to give it to him. Be careful. Look at there. All that cartilage I was telling you about. Now, we're done. There's this. Is it still recording?
Yeah.
There you have it. His nose, he has plenty of tissue to work with there. His eyes, you want to see that. You don't want to cut these eyelids. He has all this tissue here. Tear ducts are intact. Nothing but hide, nothing but cape here. This is legal to transport into our state. Now, this is still not finished. Later, Lane is going to get a saw and cut here all the way down and here all the way down, and clean the skull plate off, boil it. No brain matter for us. That's just our law for Louisiana. As you can see, made a little boo-boo here, but it's no issue. You see how long that hair is? He can fix that. So again, he's going to get a saw, cut down and cut back here where they meet, and you're going to have nothing but horns left. So there you have it. That's how to skin a deer head for a shoulder mount. I know it was a long video, but I try to be as informative as I could. Sharp knife, take your time, angle the blade towards the bone, give him more than he needs. Make that wide incision behind his antler burrs, go down his neck, and just start skinning it down. Take your time. It's not a race. It's important that you just go ahead and learn how to do it. Next buck you kill, just go ahead and practice. Just do it. So, appreciate y'all watching. Redline Outdoors, we're here in Missouri. Lane killed his yesterday. Y'all go back and watch that video. It's on the channel. Hopefully I'll get one this evening or tomorrow. We'll see. All right, y'all have a good one.